3,000 years ago, kings of the Shang dynasty heated turtle shells and ox bones over flame until they cracked. Then diviners carved questions into them. Will the harvest be good? Will the king's child live? Will we win the war? The cracks were read like messages from heaven. Today, we call them oracle bones, earliest known writing in China. But what if they weren't just primitive scripts? What if the oracle bones were a binary code? At first glance, the carvings look like pictographs, tiny sketches of animals, rivers, moons. But when you line them up, they start to look systematic, almost mathematical. Cracks are either there or not. Marks are cut one way or another. A pattern of yes, no, on, off. That's binary, the same language computers use today. Imagine if the Shang weren't just praying. Imagine if they were coding. The bones could have been a storage medium, like Stone Age hard drives. Each crack preserved not only a divination, but a data point. Hundreds of bones stacked in archives formed a database of cycles, floods, eclipses, wars, births. Over generations, the Shang may have built a coded record of the world. What looks to us like superstition might have been an early algorithm. From a native perspective, bones are memory. They carry the life of the creature, the story of the hunt, the spirit of the people. To scratch a question into bone is to etch it into the body of the earth itself. The oracle bones might not just be writing, they might be the ancestors' way of embedding questions into the fabric of time, asking the cosmos to answer not only in cracks, but in code. Think of how binary works. One south and O south. Simple choices that together create endless complexity. The cracks of the oracle bones left or right, split or not, could easily form the same structure. Were the Shang kings unknowingly, or maybe knowingly, building a cosmic computer, each ritual heating of bone another input, each crack another output, forming a dialogue with forces they called heaven? Archaeologists already note that oracle inscriptions often repeat in structured ways, like templates. The full medate, diviner's name, question, result serially, like a program syntax. What if hidden in those repeating structures is a deeper sequence, of binary pattern not meant for human eyes, but for something else? Maybe the diviners weren't just asking gods. Maybe they were feeding instructions into a system that reached beyond them, a system that answered in event storms, plagues, victories. Here's the eerie possibility. What if someone or something taught them this? The idea of binary feels modern, but maybe it isn't. Maybe the Shang inherited fragments of a code older than their dynasty, passed down from a forgotten culture, or even seeded from the stars. The oracle bones could have been both prayer and protocol, a way to interface with powers bigger than kings. And if they were binary, what's stored in them? Thousands of bones have been found, many untranslated, many broken. Imagine if someone cracked the code and realized it wasn't language at all, but data. Eclipses predicted centuries ahead, maps of the stars, records of cycles repeating every few thousand years. A cosmic ledger hidden in turtle shells. Picture an archaeologist late at night, scanning cracks into a computer, only to see patterns emerge, streams of one south and O south, forming shapes no one expected. A message surfaces, not from the Shang, but from whoever first whispered the code into human ears. Not a prayer, but a warning. Remember the cycles. They always return. If oracle bones were a binary code, then China's first writing wasn't just words. It was programming, an attempt to speak with the cosmos in its own language. And maybe, just maybe, the bones are still speaking, waiting for us to learn how to read them again.